Thank y'all for tuning back into your favorite channel, Pelican Bay Dog Talk and News for the night. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't hit it yet. Don't forget to get up in them comments and don't forget to hit that like button like I always tell you. I wasn't going to do nothing tonight, but I think I got to do something. You know what I'm saying? I think I got to do something. And, we're going to talk about some bloodlines. We're going to talk about the Big John line and some of that Crossroad stuff. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about that Big John stuff and some of that Crossroad stuff. Like I say, shout out to all the bulldoggers from the east to the west to the north to the south. Great looking dogs on them boards. I post some pictures in the other video. That was a little promo video. Post some videos in that one. But we're gonna get straight down to business right here. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get straight down to business. Shout out to all the bulldoggers with the channels and stuff like that. Shout out to Fat brother Fat Bill. Shout out to brother Going Hard. Shout out to brother Summarize. Shout out to brother um, uh, Triple J. Shout out to brother Yellow One. Shout out to brother Break Bread. Shout out to brother um, my partner Trial and Error. I ain't sure where you at, homie. You know what I'm saying? You out there? Drop something, man. Hit me up or something, or let me know how I can hit you up. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the dog channels out there, man. Shout out to all the dog channels out there. The day, when them boys say they like to talk about them Big John dogs and them Little John dogs, you know what I'm saying? So we gonna do a little talking today about that type of stuff. All right, this the deal right here. This video ain't to knock nobody. This video ain't to discredit nobody or no none of that. You know what I'm saying? I really wouldn't have did this video only on one account that it kind of discredits Sambo. You know what I'm saying? So in honor of Bo, which Bo name wasn't mentioned, you know what I'm saying? But in honor of Bo, I gotta speak up. You know what I'm saying? I gotta speak up. And I told y'all this story before, but it seems like a lot of y'all brothers didn't listen, you know what I'm saying? Or wasn't paying attention, or either thought I was capping. You know what I'm saying? Or either thought I was capping. But I'm giving you the real, you know what I'm saying? I'm giving you historical facts, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to certain things right here we about to talk about. All right. Now, my thing is, one, don't get me wrong, Crossroad has some great dogs, you know what I'm saying? Uh, when it comes to Crossroad, I talked to the brother. He said he didn't want to do no dog talk, no interviews, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? He not with none of that life no more. Period. Far as just just forget a dog when it comes to him. You know what I'm saying? That's what he told me. You know. All right. But this is the deal. Knew that brother since he came, since he was, I guess since he was in his 20s. You know what I'm saying? When he came from up north. Knew him since then. All right. Now, one thing I know is him and Victor was like this. You know what I'm saying? I ain't sure how everybody else was with Victor, and that ain't what I'm here to talk about. I just know him and Victor was like that. All right. He was, I'm going to say me, because it was, I had more friends that was, dealing with him as well. And I got a couple more homeboys that got some of that, toe jam stuff now that was dealing with him back then. But the thing is, I'm just using my name. You know what I'm saying? I'm speaking on myself. All right. Crossroad, was pretty much uh, a everyday thing for us. You know what I'm saying? A everyday thing for me. I go chill with him. We might burn something, chill, work on the muscle cars, because he was doing the muscle cars and all that stuff like that, back then. Putting them together, making them, the ones that lift up in the front. You can walk them in the front, damn near. You know what I'm saying? Just doing all kind of stuff, messing with the dogs. He was the type of dog, man, that he didn't have one particular bloodline when he came down, because when he came down, listen, I want to say this, all right? Why I'm talking about this. When Crossroad came down, he was what you call, a Yankee, a city boy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my people up north. You know what I'm saying? All my people in New York, New Jersey. You know what I'm saying? But he was coming from up there, and he was coming from up there during that era, late 80s or whatever. All right? So when he came, see, he came to a part where, it was jumping off at. He didn't come to a part of South Carolina where, you know what I'm saying, it was, little bumps in the road here and there. He came to where it was jumping off at. All right. Now, he came with the dogs that he had brought from New York City. Now, when he came around here, brothers in this area, brothers on all races, you know what I'm saying, had different kind of dogs. All right. Some of the dogs that he had brought down wasn't working anymore, And this stuff I know because I was dealing with them every other day. You know what I'm saying? Every other day, going to check the dogs out. You know what I'm saying? All right. But the deal is, make a long story short, I like Crossroad dogs, but I'm going to be honest with you, man. Like I tell y'all about Fatty. You know what I'm saying? I like Fatty because of Sambo. You know what I'm saying? I always say this, and I say this in one of my old videos. You know what I'm saying? Pound for pound, at the same weight, they wasn't too far from it, so they could have happened. Sambo will beat Fatty. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if Fatty was a straight finisher like Bo was. Bo was a straight finisher. You know what I'm saying? I kind of think Fatty was a slight bit bigger than he was, but I think he could have came down the Sambo weight. You know what I'm saying? And I always say Bo was the best thing that came off of Toe Jam. You know what I'm saying? And there's some great dogs that came off Toe Jam. You know what I'm saying? Fatty as well. But I got Sambo from Crossroad during the time when he was almost about to shut down. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't in shutdown mode yet, but he was almost about to shut down. Now, they say I was capping. You know what I'm saying? But see, the thing is, I'm different than a lot of y'all dog, man. You know what I'm saying? Because what I ain't going to get up here and do is talk to man personal stuff. We're going to talk strictly about dogs. You know what I'm saying? About dogs, So when the man was about to get out the game, eventually, when he got out the game, like I said, Fatty was for sale. He had one named Pee Wee for sale. You know what I'm saying? But the whole time, he had yellow dogs. He had Midnight Cowboy. He had some of the purest Jeep dogs I ever seen directly off Jeep and Jeep sons and daughters and stuff. He had great dogs. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to lie to you. I've been with that man all the time. He never had a dog that could out-compete any big giant dog in his life. You know what I'm saying? And I tell y'all, I had to say this because it discredits Bo. It discredits what I said, but you may not understand because you may not even pay attention to what I said when I said it. I did something Crossroad never did. You know what I'm saying? I did something Crossroad never did. I took a Crossroad dog and I outsported a big giant dog. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all that. I told y'all that a while back. You know what I'm saying? I outsported a big giant dog many moons ago. You know what I'm saying? And Crossroad could never do that. What about Crossroad's Troop? Crossroad's Troop, he was a Jeep dog, I'm thinking, with some Mountain Man Hummer stuff in him and all that. I'm talking about directly off this stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I think in the quarter, on the bottom half, he had some deer in him because he flew across that box like he was part of the Santa Claus sleigh. Them deers with the Rudolph and all them. He flew across the box like that, Troop. And that was directly with Big John. You know what I'm saying? But what about Bud Crossroad had? Another one that went out there weight pulling, went out there. They was doing a whole lot of treadmill racing and stuff like that. All that type of stuff. Went out there, couldn't take it. You know what I'm saying? When I tell you Crossroad jumped the box two times in one single event. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you, man, historical stuff. You know, historical stuff. You can never live them days over again. You know what I'm saying? This is a whole new day and time. You know, and I'm good with just talking about a story. You know what I'm saying? And if you watch this channel, you got to be on that same level. I understand that, you know, a story is a story, and real life today is real life today. You know what I'm saying? But we talking about back then, Crossroad couldn't, you know what I'm saying? He couldn't touch the dust on that Big John stuff, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I'm telling you the honest truth. You know, I like the Sambo dog. Sambo was my best dog I ever had. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you the honest truth. Like I said before, all the dogs all fatty wasn't like Bo. You know what I'm saying? Bo, I'm telling you right now, Bo's like a mix of Jeep, Hummer, Mayday, and all of them had that attitude, all of them in one. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't big like probably like a Mayday, but he was a 55 pounder, you know, condition weight. You know, but he had leg up under. But he wasn't tall. He was just tall enough, you know, to look good. But yeah, man. You know, that's the only reason I had to say something, because, you know, Crossroad could never do that. You know what I'm saying? He could never do that. He didn't I don't know if he wasn't determined enough, or he just wasn't concentrating on it at the time, or was what. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, he just couldn't make it happen. And and if you know Crossroad, see, if you really know Crossroad, you know, if you really know Crossroad, then you know he wasn't the one who had the yellow dogs. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you a few seconds to gather your thoughts. He wasn't the one that had that created Fatty in him. You know what I'm saying? He was just the one who owned Fatty. Fatty wasn't the key. The key was Toe Jam, and Toe Jam was owned by Mr. Mike Caton. You know what I'm saying? Which he stayed a little further down from us. All of us was within 30 minutes of each other. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I'm talking about round circle. You know, make everybody house in 30 minutes. But yeah, he had the dog that was directly off yellow, Toe Jam. He made the puppies. Crossroad, you know, did all the playing with and all that type of stuff. And Brother Keaton died, you know, shortly after Crossroad got out the game. Brother Keaton died, rather. He died. I'm not sure how long Toe Jam lived after that or before that, but Brother Keaton had died. He had a heart attack, you know. And, you know, I just had to say it because it ain't too many people that's out there that, you know what I'm saying, that's going to tell you that Big John, I got to stop right there. While I'm talking about the, you know, same thing right now I'm talking about. Now, see, this is why I give a lot of y'all boys who pump that Big John line, this is why I give y'all hell and call y'all paper peddlers, dog peddlers, and all kind of stuff like that. This is why I give y'all hell. I'm about to give y'all my reason right now. All right. We got brother going hard, brother 1 and 2. Shout out to the brothers, you know what I'm saying? And like I said before, this ain't no disrespect. If we were sitting right now, we'll be I don't drink, you know what I'm saying, unless it's special occasions or something. I'll be drinking a soda or something, and we'll be talking back and forth, bulldog talk, if we was amongst each other. You know what I'm saying? This why I give them brothers that be on them message boards that be doing that peddling of that Big John stuff hell. Because times like this, all right, when you got brothers up here debating, you know, giving their opinions about certain things in the dog game or whatever, brothers saying no champions coming off of no Big John dogs besides the owners of Big John them. You know what I'm saying? All right, now, if I was talking to brothers who don't be on social media, this wouldn't apply to y'all. You know what I'm saying? This only applies to the ones who already on Facebook, you know what I'm saying, talking about they got this, talking about they got that, they talking about they crossing the best crosses, this and that, and all kind of stuff. All right. This is what I want to know. Why, and y'all be in them chats, y'all be in Going Hard chat, why y'all won't say nothing? Why y'all won't speak up for the dog that y'all pedal so hard? You know what I'm saying? That's why I wanted to ask y'all, man. Why y'all don't speak up for the dog y'all pedal so hard? You know what I'm saying? When it comes to making a sale, you'll speak up. Anything else, you ain't gonna say nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I tell y'all boys, man, y'all ain't true to the line, man. Y'all ain't true to the line. Y'all just true to the line. Y'all shoot somebody, you know what I'm saying, to get that sale. And it is what it is, though, man. It is what it is. Brothers hold a whole telecast down in the line that you say that's good, and you won't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Then you make a fake page or go up there with a fake page to get up there to say something. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you is on social media. You do got a YouTube page, and you is on Facebook posting your dogs. That's off this stuff. So there's no excuse why you won't say nothing. Besides, that's why I tell y'all, man, they want to say something to me, but they won't say nothing about something real that ain't got nothing to do with arguing about nothing, just speaking with your opinion on something. You know what I'm saying? They want to make somebody look bad about something, or talk trash to somebody about something, or knock somebody else's bloodline down and try to do all that. But when it comes to talking sensible and be like, yo, man, I got some good stuff off this. I got some good stuff off that. You know what I'm saying? They can't do that. You know what I'm saying? They scared. You know what I'm saying? That's why I give them hell, my dog brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? When I see them out there paper peddling, them dogs they don't know nothing about, talking about a rattler this, a split is that, this and that. Ain't never seen split is a day in your life. You know what I'm saying? Ain't never seen them a day in your life. Shout out to the brothers that done paired them, rubbed them, and seen such a nice and phenomenal looking dog. You know what I'm saying? And these brothers out here posting these pedigrees, posting these, tagging these dogs, making the little hashtag markings, split is and rattler. Ain't never seen them in a day in his life. You might be seeing rattler, man. Rattler, that old modern day weight pool. Rattler, I never liked how Rattler was just Rattler. You know what I'm saying? He was just, he was always winning when it came to the pool. And me, I just, you know what I'm saying, he was straight, you know. I seen a couple of his pulls, you know what I'm saying, but he was straight. A lot of y'all, I see y'all say, oh, Rattler, some of the best stuff. Buddy, some of the best stuff. You know what I'm saying? Love Buddy. Buddy was phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? Buddy was phenomenal, you know. And all I want to say is Crossroad couldn't, and he out the game, so he would never compete on a treadmill, he will compete, but he wasn't successful when it came to taking them ribbons home, you know what I'm saying, or taking any kind of trophy home, you know what I'm saying, none of that, no. And see, I'm going to tell you like this here, man, I hear a lot of y'all talking about what y'all did back in South Carolina back in the days, but I keep telling you, South Carolina big, man. South Carolina big. I don't know what you did, where you went at, you know what I'm saying, but a lot of y'all older than me, you know what I'm saying, and this, right now I'm not talking about what Going Hard was talking about last night. I'm talking about something else. We off that, you know what I'm saying. I just was talking about that because I had to let y'all know again that Sambo was the only Crossroad dog to this day that ever went into a competition with a dog off that Big John strain and came out successful. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. And this another thing I want to know, you know what I'm saying? Because tonight I got the lights on, you know what I'm saying? I had to throw the lights on tonight. This another thing I want to know, man. What y'all boys, like, you say Pelican Bay ain't got no dogs. What you want me to have, 100 dogs? I'm not a 100 dog man. I never was a 100 dog man. At my prime, I'd kick any man's ass and I only had 2 or 3 dogs, 4 dogs, you know what I'm saying? It was what it was. I wasn't that type of dog man, you know what I'm saying? To even worry about trying to have 100 dogs. I was a performer, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't no breeder. Still ain't no breeder. I'm a performer. But now I'm on a different kind of performer. You know what I'm saying? The kind of performer that lasts. The kind of performer that doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? The right kind of performer, you know? And, it's just different, man. Folk be like, oh, he ain't got no dogs. Man, listen here, man. These same folk that get out here and get up here and make these fake pages won't put their real name up here. I give y'all the opportunity all the time. Come up here on PBK9's Dog Talk and speak your mind. Speak whatever mind you want to speak instead of making a fake page. You know what I'm saying? Stop making a fake page to say, oh, PBK9's ain't got no dog. Ride past my house, peeping in my backyard to see what I got. You know what I'm saying? Every other day. You know what I'm saying? I never seen so many people, that worry about the wrong things. You know what I'm saying? Worry about the wrong things. People that with no lives. You know what I'm saying? With no lives, period. You know what I'm saying? The word no means no, right? We all know what the words no mean. Like, either you stupid or something. I don't know what the you is. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what you is. You know what I'm saying? Why would you go on, what you want, going hard to talk trash about me? You know what I'm saying? See, that's the difference when you're dealing with grown men. You know what I'm saying? Like when I say, Brother Bass with the red boy, the Marlo red boy stuff, Chavis, Jocko stuff, Crenshaw, Cruz, all them different type dogs, Brother Fat Bill, you know what I'm saying? Garner, you know what I'm saying? We not talking about, in this channel, we not talking about nothing personal. We talking about dog stuff. I don't care what Garner had going on. I don't care what the next man had going on. All I know is Fat Bill a dog, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you like that. Fat Bill older than me. He got his feet dirty way before my time. But I'm going to tell you like, I know Fat Bill a dog, man. You know what I'm saying? I heard one brother up there on Brother Triple J platform. Shout out to Brother Triple J. You know what I'm saying? Dropping the knowledge every other day, you know what I'm saying? If not every day for the Bulldoggers. Now, shout out to that brother that was speaking as well, because he was a legend in the dog game. Some people consider. You know what I'm saying? Hell, shout out to him. But one thing I got to say, I got to represent Brother Fat Bill. He from this side of town. You know what I'm saying? We ain't from the same city, but we from the same side of town. You know what I'm saying? And one thing I know about it, that competition was a whole lot stiffer. Anything you competed in, you know what I'm saying, when you came on the eastern side, you know what I'm saying, of things, you know what I'm saying. I ain't sure exactly which side Brother Fat Bill on, but he on the North Cac side. And them boys up there be kicking up dust, you know what I'm saying. Them boys up there be kicking up dust, you know. But shout out to all the Bulldoggers, man. Shout out to all the Bulldoggers. One thing about it, man, me, myself, I never let people dictate what I say, who I say it to, or any type of things like that. You know what I'm saying? You have. I'm not even talking about dog brothers in these chats and stuff like that. I'm just talking about in general. You have folk who let people dictate how they think. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to my young brothers who coming up in the game right now. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my young brothers who coming up in the game. Rule number one, man. Don't let no other brother dictate how you think. You know what I'm saying? Think how you think. Have your own opinion on stuff, your own, and go your own way with it. You know what I'm saying? Always go with your. Sometimes, a lot of the times it's good to go with your first instinct on certain things. You know what I'm saying? On certain things, go with your first instinct. And I don't mean your first opinion about something. I mean like your first instinct on certain situations. You know what I'm saying? But just have your own mind, your own opinion about things, man. And never let nobody put a battery in your back. You know what I'm saying? Because we got a lot of them type brothers in the dog game right now today that I know, especially from around my way. Shout out to all the dog brothers from around my way that's doing that good stuff with them dogs. You know what I'm saying? The right way, breeding the right way, breeding good, healthy dogs. Holla at your boy Kennels, PBK9s. See, one thing I can say, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to any dog brother that ever got to talk trash to me with a real Facebook page. You know what I'm saying? With a real Facebook page or a real YouTube page, or you express your opinion or whatever. And if there was a real page, shout out to you, man. If you had, especially if you got your picture up there, you know what I'm saying? Because what I can't respect is making a fake page for something when you just gonna talk trash, you know what I'm saying, to somebody. You know what I'm saying? I understand how things go, you know what I'm saying? I understand how things go, and everybody don't want to be seen, you know what I'm saying? But if you going to try to discredit another dog, man, or if you going to try to do this or do that, you know what I'm saying, make sure you have your closet together, you know what I'm saying? Man, I came up around OGs in the dog game, man. I can't help what color they was. They were just that, you know what I'm saying? But shit, it is what it is, man. And I knew a lot of them stories. I tell you about the Red Boy stuff, what Red Boy came off of or didn't come off of because of what I heard. I'm talking about this Crossroad stuff because what I know. You know what I'm saying? I know that. You know what I'm saying? That dog Troop that Crossroad had that jumped out the box like a deer, he was in the projects. Them boys had him in the projects, walking him around. Crossroad had done gave him away to them boys. They done gave him away. He done got passed down about 2 hands, and he done been in the projects by within probably 72 hours after clearing that box. You know what I'm saying? And that was the dog Troop. You know, Crossroads Troop. You know, Crossroad, man, he had some great dogs, and he probably would have eventually made his name against that Big John stuff, but he never could do it, man. He never could do it. And as far as anybody saying, only certain people have it, that's why I say I talk trash to them peddlers, peddling that blood. Because brothers getting up here expressing their opinion, they say only the Big John crew is the only ones that have champions off these dogs. You know what I'm saying? I beg to differ, you know, because everybody don't be on social media with certain things. You know what I'm saying? Even brothers who do like wall climbing, lure chasing, hog hunting. Hog hunting is a pastime when it comes in the South, man. You know what I'm saying? We got hogs. It's 2 things that you can shoot: coyotes and hogs. They don't care how many times you know how many of them you kill, because they nuisance. You know what I'm saying? So hog hunting is a thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Somebody liable to call you any day of the week and say, yo, man, I got a hog problem over here in my yard. They rooting up the grass and stuff like that. They come out the woods. And you just go over there with your dogs and try to catch them. You know what I'm saying? It's not like sometimes people make something bigger than what it is. Like every time it got to be a competition, or every time it got to be, you know what I'm saying? Once you start, you know, you got to have a vest. If you don't have a vest, you know it's a chance that your dog can get hurt. You know what I'm saying? You got a vest, your dog can be a little more safer. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, people make it into bigger things than what it is, man. You got hogs that just run through the neighborhood like wild cats and wild dogs. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on where you live at. You know what I'm saying? But that's a pastime for the South, man. And it's sad that thing gets twisted all up into the dog fighting talk. You know what I'm saying? And all that type of stuff, because people think you're talking about that when you're talking about this. You know what I'm saying? But it's really a fun event. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said it will be something to look into to make that an actual event for the dogs. In this, at least ADBA can get a hog hunting competition going on with their confirmation shows as well. Or whoever doing dog shows, get a good hog hunting competition going on, getting ribbons and trophies the same way. You know what I'm saying? It got to be on some land. You know, the hogs got to be able to run, and the dogs got to be able to chase them. You know what I'm saying? And just have some good old country fun. You know what I'm saying? And it just is what it is, man. It just, like I say, man, one thing about it, like I said before, this video here ain't to contradict what Brother Going Hard and was saying on their last video, none of that. But it is to correct something when it comes to Sambo, because he was the first one that did it. I don't know if any did it since then. He was the first one that did it. Matter of fact, ain't none did it since then. He was the first one and the only one off of that Crossroad stuff. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, that was Johnny One Nut. You know what I'm saying? That was Johnny One Nut. 145. 145. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? One thing I say about them boys, you know what I'm saying? Them boys put me on the dog training. You know what I'm saying? I forgot to mention that when it come to the Malawi's and stuff like that. That's how I got my first Malawi. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with them Big John boys. You know what I'm saying? Because they had already had the Malawi's and Dutch Shepherds before me. You know what I'm saying? And then I already had it. I wanted one, of course, but I never really put the 100% effort to getting one until I start checking the ones they had out, and I got more up close with the breed, you know what I'm saying, dealing with their dogs. You know what I'm saying? And you know, they still got some as well. If you want to, you know, grab some of them from them. You know, they still got them as well. But yeah, man, I just had, you know, speak on that. Crossroad, like I said, great dog, man, great conditioner, well-known dog, man. Like I said, had dogs directly off Mayday. That's why I'm telling y'all I was getting the dogs directly off Mayday, directly off Grand Champion, directly off Mayday, directly off Brute, directly off Jeep. I wasn't getting them directly off Jeep. He was getting them coming off Jeep sons and daughters. You know what I'm saying? And coming off, like I said, he had the stuff directly off Mountain Man Homer stuff. Coming directly off Homer and Homer Jr. He had dogs coming off. Man, I'm not going to lie to you. You know what I'm saying? You got brothers who stick to one line of dogs, but Crossroad was type brother. He had money, you know what I'm saying? He had his swag thing going on back then, you know, and he liked all different lines of dogs. He had Midnight Cowboy in the yard. He had Chinaman in the yard, and he crossed it up different kind of ways. And he'll play with all of them, you know what I'm saying? He played with all of them, you know, different lines of it. And that's where he kind of, you know, lost time at, you know what I'm saying? Because he was in a Shark Tank, you know, with all the top dogs, and he played with a lot of the other bloods when he should have been focusing on the yellow stuff that he had, and the stuff that he had coming off Mayday, Brett, and the stuff that he had coming off Jeep. You know what I'm saying? He focused on all them other dogs, the wild side dogs he had. He was focused on all the dogs he had, whole lot more. And then while he was doing that, brothers was keeping they yellow stuff and they, you know, Red Boy Jocko Jeep stuff pure and breeding it in families of dogs and inbreeding and line breeding and different things and getting stronger than him. You know what I'm saying? And he eventually got out the game. But like I said, man, that's it on that. Yeah, man. Y'all boys out there peeling them Big John dogs, man. When brothers speak up on them and say their opinions on them, you know, it would be nice to, you know, see how y'all brothers, you know, hear y'all brothers' comments, you know, because, I mean, like I said, you is on social media. You is on Facebook. It's not like you not on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Let's see, man. Let's see. But anyway, man, shout out to all my brothers from the east to the north to the south to the west. All my bulldogs, you know, staying legal, doing the right things, keeping them bulldogs looking right. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my brothers and sisters that's dropping them litters, you know, having them nice litters, posting them on the boards. I see you out there. You know what I'm saying? Oh, hold up. A brother had a question I seen on the yellow board not too long ago. Brother Tony Ocado, I think that's how you say your name, brother. You said, what's people's opinion or what's our opinion on scatterbred dogs? Me, myself, I love scatterbred dogs. I love, especially if it's a good scatterbred dog, you know what I'm saying? Good acting dog. What the worst thing when it comes to scatterbred dogs, if you want my honest opinion, it's not the dog himself. It's the modern day times that we in, that we so focused on pedigrees, is that when we see a scatterbred dog, we see all these different pedigrees in it. So we like, okay, they got a whole bunch of stuff in it. You know what I'm saying? If we weren't so focused on pedigrees, you know what I'm saying, scatterbreed and having a scatterbred dog, none of that stuff will really matter. You know what I'm saying? If we was more focused on the dog. See, when, you know, and that's just my opinion. When you say, or when you ask me what I think about a scatterbred dog, the first thing I think, okay, it's two things a person think. That dog look good, and then when they trying to sell puppies, can they sell puppies off his pedigree? 2023, I'm talking to 2023 dog man mind frame. Can I sell puppies off his pedigree? You know what I'm saying? If he turns out to be the truth or whatever he is, you know. And that's when it goes back to looking at the ped. If you don't like how scattered the ped is, because he might not have number one of each kind of dog in it. He might got 12 different kind of champions in him from all different kind of bloodlines. Not one of the same blood. You know what I'm saying? But a great dog. But when you look at that ped, it just look crazy. You know what I'm saying? It look crazy. And then you be like, oh, man, I don't know how that's going to match up with my Mayday stuff. I don't know how that's going to match up with my Big John stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, that sometimes that get us where we lose out on a good dog. You know what I'm saying? Thinking papers and peds and all that. That's why I say, man, it's hard. You know, even when I talk and holler at some of y'all brothers in the messages and the different chats or whatever, and we talk about pedigrees and stuff, it's even hard for myself. I have to wean myself away from it because when we just looking at dogs, that's what probably is really made it as bad as it is. You know what I'm saying? That's what made it as bad as it is. The fact that we get these pedigrees and we say, look at them. You know what I'm saying? We do this. We've been doing this for the last 20-some, 30-some years. You know what I'm saying? Looking at these online pairs and saying, look at them. Check this out. Look at them. Check this out. You know what I'm saying? And as we doing that, we just reading. All we doing is reading. So if you read something for 20 years straight, you just reading. Now, in your mind, when it goes to buying something, the first thing you do is you want to go to reading. You want to go to reading the pedigree, because that's what they got us programmed to doing. We got ourselves programmed to doing it. You know what I'm saying? But that's where it come from. One of the reasons it come from. You know what I'm saying? Every time, it's just so much passing information back and forth. Look at this. Look at that. Look at this. Look at that. Then you start seeing what people like the most. You see how people post pedigrees online? Now you see everybody liking these Cardenas dogs. You got 1,000 likes on that. Now, you might want to be willing to throw some Cardenas blood in your pedigree because you know that stuff is what's popular right now. You know what I'm saying? But that's when it comes, like I said before, brother Tony. That's when it comes back to the scatterbred dog being a phenomenal dog, and some brothers might miss out on that dog because they look at that pedigree first before they even look at the dog. No matter if they're going to actually see the dog, the first thing they see on that dog is the pedigree. You know what I'm saying? Some brothers make an assumption. Some brothers make an opinion about a dog before they even see the dog. You know what I'm saying? I can be like, yo, come holler at me this weekend, bro. You know what I'm saying? And check this. I want you to check these dogs out and see how they look and tell me how they look. You know what I'm saying? And I'll send you the pedigree right now before you get here. You at your crib. You up there in D.C. somewhere. You going to come down this weekend. I send you the pedigrees. You look at the pedigrees already. You know what I'm saying? The pedigrees don't look worth a dang. They got a whole bunch of good dogs in it, but the dogs so far back, you don't recognize none of the names that's in the pedigree right now. And in the last 4 generations and maybe probably 8 generations, you don't really recognize the pedigrees, but when you go further back, you see all the dogs that's in there. You know what I'm saying? The dogs all scattered out. You know what I'm saying? Different ways, different places and stuff. You know? So you make an assumption on that dog. You know what I'm saying? You be like, oh, man, that dog, he probably ain't nothing. But that dog might be the best damn dog in, in the area that it's in. You know, my area or whoever area. You know, that might be the best dog ever. And just because his pedigree don't look right, he got papers on him, but the pedigree don't look right, we won't go with it. You know what I'm saying? And I can 100% bet you, if we take 100 dog brothers or 100 dog sisters right now, you know what I'm saying? Not dog sisters, because they ain't bad with it. The brothers is bad with it. 100 dog brothers. And we line some pedigrees up. And we say, y'all got, what y'all want to breed to out of all these dogs right here? The one that got the scatterbred dogs, the one that you can't really see the champions and the dogs coming off this and that and all that look line bred and all them type of dogs, all that stuff all scattered out. That brother might not have no more than 10 people that take a chance on him, you know what I'm saying, with his dog, you know what I'm saying, this off pedigree. You can't see the dog first. You got to judge off pedigree and then take a chance on that dog. You know what I'm saying? Take a chance on the dog. That brother with that scattered pedigree, he probably won't even have a 10. 10 dog men that say, I want to breed with that. You know, everybody going to go with the fancy peds and the ones that look hot and the ones that look popular. You know what I'm saying? And the ones that's put together all kind of certain ways. You know, and like I said it a couple times already. We're going to miss out on the great dogs worrying about pedigrees. But it's already programmed in our head because we've been doing it for the last 25, 30 years. And I mean that literally because the online ped been on for a long time now. You know what I'm saying? Before that was the Bumblebee page or the black and yellow message board. I think that's what it was. But, yeah, man, shout out to all the Bulldoggers once again, man. Shout out to all the Bulldoggers once again. And shout out to that brother that got up there and say, Pelican Bay ain't got no dogs. I don't know what, like I say, I don't know what you was looking for from that statement. You know what I'm saying? But appreciate it. Appreciate you thinking about me, my brother. Appreciate you thinking about me. At least I know somebody was thinking about me. You know what I'm saying? At least I know somebody was thinking about me. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, man, shout out to all the dog brothers, you know what I'm saying, that lost their dogs, wrong. I'm saying like this. They lost their dogs doing nothing, you know what I'm saying, just because they may have had a lot of dogs, you know what I'm saying, and looked certain kind of ways. But like I always say, man, when I speak up for these dogs, I got to make a separation because I'm not speaking up for everybody that got busted in a dog fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm not speaking up for everybody. You know, I'm speaking up for situations that happen as mine. You know what I'm saying? Not because it's mine, but as mine, where I didn't have, my dogs weren't scratched up at all. I had all healthy and thick dogs. You know what I'm saying? No reason for me to get in trouble for dog fighting at all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for drugs, not for dog fighting at all. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of brothers out there like that today. You know what I'm saying? That something else happened, and because they had 10 dogs in their backyard, they got hemmed up for dog fighting. Because they had 20 dogs in their backyard, they got hemmed up for dog fighting. Now, the ones who had dead dogs, the ones who have malnutrition dogs, the ones who have scarred up dogs, real scarred up dogs, not no 1 or 2 scars. You can't just pick my dog and look for any type of small scar and thinking that's a dog fighting scar. Man, no, man, we talk about real scars, man. Real scars. We not talking about them brothers. Them brothers, they doing that other stuff. We talking about the brothers who doing the right stuff with them dogs, you know what I'm saying? And losing their dogs in the wrong kind of ways, you know. And them pedigrees, we got to make sure if I say something wrong about the May 2 dogs or the Brat dogs or the different Mayday dogs or that I might speak on, y'all brothers correct me, you know what I'm saying? And let me know what's what. You know, let me know what's what. But one thing I know, 2 things for sure. Crossroad, me and Crossroad was running like this back in the days. And like I said before, I'm saying me because I'm not involving nobody else that I know from my area that was dealing with Crossroad. I'm talking about me. So when I'm saying this, everybody was chilling with him back then. You know what I'm saying? He was chilling with everybody, you know. But I'm saying me. Me and Crossroad was like this. One thing he couldn't do was pull it off when it come to that Big John stuff. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't pull it off. And I'm going to tell you like this here. You know, it's a lot of them boys in your pedigrees. You looking back at your pedigrees, there's a lot of them boys back in them pedigrees that couldn't produce something that could outsport that Big John stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about in any type of event. You know what I'm saying? In any type of event. And I'm not sure how many years the lure chase and all that been out, but I know that treadmill race and them weight pulls, they've been out for years. And you know what I'm saying? I gotta say shout out to the Big John crew for putting me on to that training game and that type of game, that legal side of the dog game. You know what I'm saying? That good side of the dog game. You know what I'm saying? And one thing about it, I gotta shout out to them boys again for giving me a strain of dogs, the Big John dogs, that where I can compete in all the events. I can compete in the weight pulling. You know what I'm saying? I can compete in the treadmill because the dog's full of tenacity, full of energy, want to play, want to run, want to work. But like I say, man, brother Deadeye, I'm disappointed in you, brother. I'm disappointed in you. Y'all boys want to go hard on me on Facebook, want to say this, want to say that. And I'm talking about the same bloodline you talking about. I'm just saying why you want to knock the man who created it. You know what I'm saying? And saying, you know, don't give him no props and try to take all the props. That's all I was saying. Now, you got my brother going hard, 1 and 2. Shout out to the brothers once again. Got to keep saying it because we got to let folk know because folk will take it like a diss. You got them saying something about the dogs that you running, that you saying you got some great ones off of, and you a social media guy, You know what I'm saying? You ever need any help with your YouTube, let me know. Brother did I. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? You want to do an interview or something, we can do an interview. You know what I'm saying? You want to get up, I'll do it on yours, you do it on mine. Or whatever. But anyway, you could have at least got up there and say, man, I got some great ones, you know what I'm saying? I got a great one. I'm not sure everybody else got, but I got one. And I'm in a whole different area where them boys from. I'm not from that same area. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, Brother Bach, who got the dog Bach. You know what I'm saying? Not Bach up, not Bach with 7-8. You know what I'm saying? No, don't get it twisted. Right now I'm talking about a dog named Bach. You know what I'm saying? A dog named Bach down south. A Big John dog. You know what I'm saying? You got great dogs, right? I know you be on social media. Y'all brothers ain't say nothing, you know what I'm saying, when the brother was talking down on y'all strainer dogs. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't say nothing. And little do you know, there's a lot of brothers that look at us brothers, all brothers, dog videos, you know what I'm saying? And they look at them and they be like, oh, I was going to get me a dog from right there, but I don't think I'm going to mess with him now. I heard what he say. I'm going to go this route. I'm going to go that route. You know what I'm saying? Believe it or not. You know what I'm saying? Believe it or not. So when brothers say something about your dogs, speak up for them. You know what I'm saying? Speak up for them. I'm going to tell you the honest truth. I said something about, since I started doing this dog news, I said something about a lot of reputable dogs. And I didn't say it to y'all. Sometimes a lot of brothers came and told me and correct me on the things about certain dogs. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't no thing about being corrected. It's a thing about not saying nothing, period, and then getting up here promoting these dogs and talking down on the creators when you wouldn't talk down on the man who talking down about a dog that you running. You know what I'm saying? I just don't understand it sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand it sometimes. But shout out to all y'all brothers. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all y'all brothers and sisters out there, dog brothers and sisters out there across the land, across the country, across the world. You know what I'm saying? Keep bulldogging. You know what I'm saying? Stay legal out there. We about to get into the summertime. I'm about to go get me some Seresto collars in a minute. And I do the Seresto collars, 8-month Seresto collar. Last 8 months, I keep my yard down and just give them collars. And the collars work for me pretty good. So that's what I'm going to keep using. And they'll work a little bit longer than 8 months. If you have them on, they'll work a little bit longer than 8 months. If you still have your dog collar on for that 8 months. That collar still on your dog, that stuff will work in your dog longer. You know what I'm saying? So they're great products. You know what I'm saying? Great products. Shout out to all the bloodlines out there, man. Like I said before on the last video, make whatever bloodline y'all boys got work for you, man. A lot of stuff that look good, like I say, ain't good. A lot of stuff that look fancy ain't hitting on shit. A lot of stuff that will sell on paper. Now, it just depends on what kind of game you trying to run. I don't mean game far as you playing games on somebody. I mean game far as what kind of, program you running. If you just a breeder and you just trying to look at it like that, you ain't worried about the quality of the dogs you giving people, then you might be just worried about the paper. You got to figure out what kind of program you running and make the situation comfortable for you. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, you got to do it the right way. You can't depend on certain things and realize your ball field in all different angles. You know what I'm saying? This pedigree going to make me sales, but is this pedigree going to give me good bulldogs when I want to go compete in these shows? You know what I'm saying? Is this pedigree is going to give me good this when I need to go do that? You know what I'm saying? When I need to go do weight pull, is it going to give me good that type of dog? When I need the dogs to be touched, everything, is they going to give me them type of good dogs? You know what I'm saying? When I'm trying to breed, is they going to give me good healthy dogs? You know what I'm saying? It's as many factors you put in to, the dogs you deal with when it comes to these dogs out here today, man. And the Belgian Malinois puppies will be getting their worm. I'll probably be doing a wormer video tomorrow. They'll be getting their first wormer tomorrow. They'll be 2 weeks old. Their eyes are just opening. So I have them with worm, like I say, the wormer video tomorrow. If you want to get one, like I say, go ahead and send your money. It's getting really too close to the time. You can send a deposit if you want to, but it's going to have to be, you got to look at it like these puppies about ready to go in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Time going to fly. 1 week, next week, they're going to be on dog food next week. I'm putting them on dog food, not hard food, but, mush. or whatever. Next week, 3 weeks old. I always do my litters at 3 weeks. And especially, I don't really rush it sometimes. I might do it at 4 weeks. I don't really rush it, but especially when she have big litters like that. You know what I'm saying? I go at 3 weeks. And I keep them on the mama as well now. They're going to stay on the mama until, probably need about 6 weeks old. But, it probably until she start pushing them away or whatever. Or until she dry up. Matter of fact, but if I ever stop them from sucking on them, I won't let them suck on them no more. I got to let them, long as they still sucking on them and still sucking on the milk, stay fresh and no dryness forms up in there, I let them keep sucking on them. But if I ever let her, take her away from them for a couple days or so, close to a week, or at least about 3 to 4 days, and they ain't been sucking on her, I don't let them go back to suck on them no more. It's just a mind thing with me. I feel like it ain't fresh. If it wants to, if it's done got to that 7 or 8 week point, you know what I'm saying? So, just holler at me if you're trying to get a Belgian Malinois puppy. One thing we forget as dog men, as older dog men, and the dog men that's older than me, you know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for them books, you know what I'm saying? United States is big, man. United States is big. New York City is a big place. You can be if you well known in New York City, you think the world know you. You know what I'm saying? If you well known in New York City, you think the world know you. So imagine if you was a dog man back in them days and you was just popular in New York City with your dog. You know what I'm saying? Nowhere else but New York. You know what I'm saying? In your head, everybody know you. You know what I'm saying? You can't imagine going somewhere in Florida, Georgia, wherever you go at, you can't imagine you going somewhere and nobody don't know your dog. Because, this world is a big place and your area be, your area. And folk get it twisted sometime and forget how big this country is, man. And forget that now we got social media. Yeah, back then we didn't have social media. You know what I'm saying? So it made it seem even bigger. You know what I'm saying? And it made you feel even bigger. You know what I'm saying? Made that person feel even bigger. And the magazines what made you feel even bigger as well. And a lot of brothers wasn't getting in the magazines, you know what I'm saying? So by not getting in the magazines, it's like you give up something to gain something. You know what I'm saying? You give up the fame, but you gain a great line of dogs. You know what I'm saying? You gain a great line of dogs in the process. You don't get the fame that they got back then, but you didn't get the rest of the stuff that came with the fame back then. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, that turned out to be great. You know what I'm saying? Work out in a lot of dog men favor. You know what I'm saying? In a lot of dog men favor. But like I say, man, the area I came up in, you know what I'm saying? The 100-mile radius I came up in, man, it's all the people that's in your pedigrees, man. All the people in your pedigrees. So all these boys is bosom buddies, how they say it. Bosom buddies, partners. You know what I'm saying? It depends on where you from or what kind of dog man you is and where your mentality at. Some of those dog brothers like to say, all them boys in the clan. All them boys, the knights at the round table, this and that. I tell you, I'm with the knights in the round table. I ain't with no clan, but I'm with the knights at the round table. All my uncles from back in the days. Marlo, my uncle, she don't know she was my aunt. That's my aunt. You know what I'm saying? She my aunt. She don't know she my aunt. Bass, that's my uncle. Brother Raven, that's my uncle. He had old Cruz Rocky. Before Cruz got him, sold him to Cruz. Cruz Rocky come from my side of town, Conway, South Carolina. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, my uncle Puckett, my uncle Chavis, my uncle Burns, my uncle Vern. Hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. We talking about my uncle Cottonham and them. You know what I'm saying? All these people that I heard about coming up. And like I say, a lot of y'all brothers that talk that South Carolina stuff, y'all was on the other side of South Carolina. You know what I'm saying? Y'all wasn't over there with Bass and with Red Boy and Mr. Bulldog and all them was at, and Britches and all them was at. Y'all wasn't in that part of the area. You know what I'm saying? And no disrespect to what y'all saying, but I just got to let you know, South Carolina big. You know, my brothers stay on in Greenville. You know, Greenville 4 hours away from me. South Carolina, right? South Carolina big. Greenville 4 hours away from me to get to my brother where he at from where I stay at. One side from the east coast to the west coast of South Carolina. 4 hours. Now, I can get to Jacksonville, Florida in 5 hours. Go through Georgia, get to Jacksonville, Florida in 5 hours. You know what I'm saying? It's just the directions I'm going. South Carolina big, man. South Carolina big. And my brother talking about, oh, I've been to South Carolina. They been to South Carolina, but they ain't been to the rodeo. They ain't been to the rodeo. You know what I'm saying? They ain't been to that rodeo show. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to all them dog brothers, like I say. It's a lot of good dog brothers that came up in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Throughout the days. But like I said, I'm disappointed in y'all peddlers. Y'all don't stand up for y'all bloodline. You know, y'all don't stand up for y'all's, but it is what it is. That's what separates the real from the other ones. You know what I'm saying? The rest from the best. That's what separates them, baby. That's what separates them. And you got to know how to do it without calling a man a punk, without calling a man a biatch, without saying this man lying about this or this man this. Listen, man, we YouTubers, we say whatever we feel. We say whatever we want to say. If it ain't right, then you just correct me on it. That's all it is to it. You know what I'm saying? We want it to be right. We hope it's right. We think it's right sometimes. If we don't do the proper research or have the proper knowledge on it, then we get corrected on it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It is what it is. That's the difference between the new generation and the old generation. We took stuff, we listened, we took it. Y'all new generation, y'all don't take shit but fentanyl. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't take nothing but fentanyl, killing y'all brain cells. Y'all started that shit when you start taking that K2 weed, eating people. You know what I'm saying? That's when y'all, hey man, you ain't never heard about none of the boys from my generation eating nobody. You ain't never heard nothing about that. That came when y'all start eating people. Next thing you know, all this other shit start coming. But the eating people was when y'all start like, y'all experiment on all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? We just kept it to the basics. The basics, you know what I'm saying? When I was in the street, the old schoolers, like I'm talking about like old men, 60, 50, 60, 70 years old, they used to tell us about the black jackets and all kind of stuff, the acid and all that stuff from the 80s and all that, the Sherm and all that stuff from different places and all different things. But now, woo-wee, that Sherm make you strong. That Sherm make you take 10 pit bulls. 10 pit bulls couldn't take you down unless they take you all the way out. You know what I'm saying? And you still might be going after you done stop breathing. But they still lived on that Sherm. You know what I'm saying? That stuff they got now, they eating people. They dying. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's a whole nother generation, man. Whole nother generation. But hey, man, I ain't gonna get into that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna give you that news how I give it to you. Give you that dog talk how I give it to you, man. Shout out to all them brothers that's getting ready for these next shows that's coming up. Shout out to all these brothers that's getting all this new equipment, that's getting these dogs ready, that got some equipment in the mail. Shout out to all them brothers. You know what I'm saying? I know it's brothers all across the country that got a package on the way, a collar on the way, a harness on the way, a sled on the way, a weight pull, anything. They got something on the way for their dog. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my brothers. Keep looking out there in the mail out there. You know what I'm saying? It's coming. It'll be there. You know what I'm saying? Check that tracking on it. You know what I'm saying? See where it's at. You know, don't order it from China because you don't tell how long it's going to take unless it's coming from Amazon or something like that probably. But, hey, it is what it is, man. Y'all stay safe out there. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all for logging into the last video. Like I say, don't forget to hit that like button before y'all get up out of here. Don't forget to hit them comments up as well. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate all the last comments, good and bad. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't hit it yet. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget to hit it. Hey, man, y'all just keep y'all head above the water when it comes to these dogs, man. Stay on point when it comes to these dogs. Stay on point for dog thieves. You know what I'm saying? All kind of stuff, man. The way this game is now, I'm telling you, man, how crucial. I'm saying this one thing before I get up out of here, man. Saying this one thing before I get up out of here. This game getting so soft, and I ain't talking about dog game. I'm talking about the way people living. is getting so soft and femininized and it's so twisted that I wouldn't be surprised if somebody come to steal your dog and they get killed on the chain, coming to steal your dog. Proof that they got proof that they trying to steal your dog at nighttime on a ring bell camera or something, or whatever kind of camera. I'm almost willing to bet you they will take that dog and might be charge you for some type of charge if that dog kills that person who's trying to steal them. You know what I'm saying? I'm willing to bet you, man. I'm willing to bet you. It's like a twisted world, man. It's like a twisted world. You can't defend yourself unless it's like, I'm talking about your property-wise, as far as people doing stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? How can you, if a man out there about to run up with your dog and you out there 60-some years old, how can you run out there trying to fight that man? You know what I'm saying? You got to defend your stuff and hold your stuff down the way you can. You know what I'm saying? How can you, if you a young brother, you run out there and your stuff, and this brother out here 5 times the size of you, looking like he played for a linebacker for the Baltimore Ravens, got your dog, and you know you don't want to run up on him even though that's your dog. You trying to play brave, but you really kind of nervous. Like, listen here, man, brothers got to be able to defend their stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And the way they press the issue with these dogs, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. You forced to bond with these dogs like family members, like any other dog, and then you can't defend from a person stealing them and running them away. I can defend if a person grab my daughter or my son, if they not big enough, or if they is big enough, they trying to grab them and run away with them, I can defend them, right? You know what I'm saying? And of course, they're not human, but how many brothers doing 15, 20 years, 30 years for animal cruelty? There's some brothers out there that's doing it. You can best believe it. You know what I'm saying? There's some brothers out there doing it. You know? Some that's out there that's doing it. Now, what I heard, and I'm out, fellas. I'm out. I'm going right here, but I got to say this again before I go, and this is something else different. You know, this is a whole nother subject, but I'm going off on this right here. I'm dropping the mic. I'm going off this for sure. I was trying to go off this a few minutes ago, but I keep thinking of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I just seen on the news, you know what I'm saying? Child, it's some kind of child abuse thing, child neglect or it's some type of child situation with a child, right? I'm talking about this is a bad situation where they got locked up or whatever. All right, but it wasn't no death or nothing like that. All right. Now this solicitor said this is not a felony charge. And I'm going off on this, my dog brothers and sisters. The solicitor said, and I want to say this was in my local news. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure. You know, I don't want to say right offhand, but the solicitor said this is not a felony charge. You know how that made me feel as a dog man, knowing these dogs who are less important than kids by long shots. Kids are our lifeline. You know what I'm saying? These dogs are animals at the end of the day that we supposed to take care of. You tell me these dogs can get brothers 15, 20, 30 years, but fumbling with a kid, tampering with a kid the wrong way can get you probation, can get you not even a felony charge, a misdemeanor. Are you kidding me? Y'all know how I say, are you kidding me? You know what I'm saying? Some gonna like it, some ain't. We gotta be fair and unbiased, man. Are you kidding me? I couldn't believe what I was hearing this solicitor say. It's not a felony charge, so I mean they probably won't have them type of this and that and this and that. I'm like, are you serious? Are we talking about our children of the day, of the future? You know what I'm saying? We talking about the children of the future. You know, back in our days, you know, all the MCs and the people who sing, they made a song for the children. We are the children. You know what I'm saying? It was about the kids back then. Now, you know, it's like, it's different days, man. Different days. Like I said, I'm about to be up out of here, man. Appreciate y'all staying up in there, man. PBK9's giving it to you the way I always give it to you, man. Raw, fair, unbiased, uncut, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate all y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all have a great weekend. Y'all stay bulldogging from the east to the north to the west. I don't want to go, man, but I got to get up out of here, man. You know, to the south, all across the world, Europe, Africa, Asia, Australia, you know what I'm saying, everybody. And to my folk again over there in North Korea, I see y'all. Y'all don't got to shout me out. I know all that be, you know, y'all just keep bulldogging. PBK9s, you know what I'm saying? PBK9s. If y'all ever get a chance to talk about some bulldogs over on this video, y'all just mention PBK9s. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. Y'all have a good night, good day. I'm out, man.
To hear folks chatter, and I know you cheat.
Oh, that shit look tough, man.
Right or wrong, don't matter when you're with me.
Kill confirmed.
Don't push me, nigga, cause I am not a killer. You think cause I'm a female, I won't sit in the gorillas. You gon' say it's Halloween. Michael Jackson Thriller. Don't think it's Halloween, nigga. Michael Jackson Thriller. When you know you really soft, nigga, soft like a pillow. I'm on some real shit now. It's all about the money. Raw millionaire, and I'm all about my money. I made songs for my bitches who be all about the money. You catch flies with shit, you catch bees with honey. They call me raw millionaire, and I'm all about that money. I wake up, get up, then I count my money. You can't be a millionaire if you ain't about this money. I know some bitches hate me, they say I'm acting funny. Do I gotta spell it out for you, ho, is you a dummy? No, bitch, you shouldn't hate me, cause your life crummy. I've been saying it the whole time, bitch, I'm about my money. Don't push me, nigga, cause I am not a killer. You think cause I'm a female, I won't cylinder gorillas. They gon' say it's Halloween. Michael Jackson Thriller. They gon' think it's Halloween, nigga. Michael Jackson Thriller. When you know you really soft, nigga, soft like a pillow. I'm on some real shit now. It's all about the money. Raw millionaire, and I'm all about my money. I made songs for my bitches who be all about the money. You catch flies with shit, you catch bees with honey. They call me raw millionaire, and I'm all about that money. I wake up, get up, then I count my money. Yeah, I'm from the city in the state where it's sunny. All my bitches eating, yeah, we count that money. Some bitches broke, they should've focused on the money. Yeah, some bitches broke, they should've focused on the money. Instead, you out here tricking when these niggas living bummy. Boy, you out of stop, you made me like you really chummy. Gucci on the dash in this alley, all that money. Pour another round for my bitches with that money. Chanel another bag, cause you know how I'm coming. Yeah, I'm always stunning, cause you know I'm about that money. VIP with my bitches, cause you know we keep it coming. I keep a burner in my purse for you bitches acting slummy. Yeah, I'm gon' pop it if you fucking with my money. So don't push me, nigga, cause I am not a killer. You think cause I'm a female, I won't sell in them gorillas. You gon' say it's Halloween, nigga. Michael Jackson Thriller. You don't think it's Halloween, nigga. Michael Jackson Thriller. When you know you really soft, nigga, soft like a pillow. I'm on some real shit now. It's all about the money. Raw millionaire, and I'm all about my money. I made songs for my bitches who be all about the money. You catch flies with shit, you catch bees with honey. They call me raw millionaire, and I'm all about that money. I wake up, get up, then I count my money. Yeah, I'm from the city in the state where it's sunny.
Oh, that I love you.
Raw
And what
millionaire.
love
If you
is
didn't know, bitch, now you
nothing
know.
needs to love you, for I'm so completely yours. To hear folks chatter, and I know
Oh, that shit look
you
tough, man.
right or wrong, don't matter when
Kill
you're
confirmed.
with me, sweet.
A lot of people don't know this, but if you have the YouTube app on your phone, you could be using it to make up to $10,000 a month. Thanks to